Jacob not feeling well, no?
Yeah.
Jacob, we won, don't come back.
I think I'm on the upswing, so I think we're in the right direction.
It said not to come back, Jacob, so stay where you are.
I told you I'd stay away from the team Wednesday. I made sure to. All right, good evening, everyone. We're now joined by Huntsville City FC interim head coach Christophe Berra. Christophe, second win in a row for your guys. What did you see from Huntsville tonight to earn 3 points here at the Joe?
Yeah, it was a great win, especially to get that, again, a monkey off our back at home, and the guys started really good. We knew they'd play a high line, and we exploited the space behind that. We've been harping at the team all since we've been in charge, you know, early crosses in the box, and Johnny's done that a couple of times. Foster's been in between the sticks, scored 2 goals. I was a wee bit nervous towards the end. As you see, we're not the biggest physical team in the league, and set pieces were a problem today. It's something we work on. So, but again, the guys done great. You know, we dug in, and that setback, that mental character from 2-0 up to 2-2. You know, a lot of teams can just the momentum's with Crown. But we really dug in, and we kept them going to the last minute. And it's just great for the team. You know, they've worked so hard, and you know, I'm really pleased for them.
You guys now have 2 wins on the bounce. You'll look to make it 3 next week. What have you guys focused on over the last 2 weeks to help you get back onto a winning streak?
Again, honestly, we're really consistent. We believe in what we're trying to feed the players and teach the players, and they've been doing that. But we're getting people back. Our squad's getting stronger. A little bit more experience, a little bit of physicality, stronger bench, come off the bench, and you know, today it showed that. But again, our training doesn't change much. You know, we work it in possession, out of possession. In transitions, and yes, we mix it up, but our principle is always the same. You know, we'll tinker here and there. However, the messages are consistent, because that's what I believe in. That's the only way we're going to get better. There's no point chopping, changing week in, week out. It doesn't give the players any consistency. So if you're consistently preaching the right things that we believe that will get success, you know, you got to believe in the process, and hopefully the results come in the last 2 games they have. But again, we'll enjoy it tonight, and we'll be back in next week working hard to prepare for next week.
All right, we'll open up for questions. Valère, we'll let you go first.
Hey, coming into last week, you had 10 goals in total, and then since last week, you've scored 8 goals in 2 games now. Is it as simple as just players coming back from injury, or is there anything else working for you offensively?
I think players have. We've done a lot of things right when we've not won games, you know, and we've just maybe not been clinical enough. And you know, Adem came on last week. He's dropped out of the team, but he showed a great character to come on last week and score a couple of goals and contributed massively to the victory. And we've got other people coming back, and competition's healthy, you know, because sometimes if you're relying on one person, not just a striker, a winger, or whatever, it can get complacent. But sometimes you need someone on the bench looking, so you're always looking over your shoulder to make sure you raise your game and get your maximum effort, and the guys have been doing that. And Adem would have probably came on today, but Ethan O'Brien, you know, he had a little bit of cramp and we had to take him off. So he obviously will be disappointed, but I am sure he will. He's got a good character. It'll make him stronger, and he'll bounce back, and he'll train as good as he ever does. But yeah, it's a team game, you know, and it's not just about one individual. I keep on preaching to the team, you know. It's if we shine well as a team, the individual within that will shine as well, and it's not just. Against Orlando, for example, I've mentioned it before, after that first goal we just played as individuals and we got exploited. But today there's wee spells we had to gather momentum and take a deep breath, and we've done that and we got through it.
Ben Wright.
Hi Ben.
Hey, Ben Wright with Broadway Sports. I'm curious, Valère kind of asked a similar question, but obviously Forster has come back from injury and kind of immediately started finding the back of the net, and then Woobens tonight gets his first appearance and scores. I'm kind of curious about the process, not just of bringing them back from injury, but what's it been like trying to bring them back in form and have them ready to immediately contribute?
Yeah, it's the guys will train. Obviously Forster's based in Nashville the majority of the time, you know, trains with it up in Nashville, which is great. And there's other guys that will bump up and down. And Woobens has missed a lot of football, you know. He's had a really major surgery on his knee. And this is his first game in ages, so you know, he's came on and made a massive impact, a great goal. His hold up play, winning flick-ons, you know, it's massive. So I'm glad for him on a personal point of view. We'll hopefully, yes, there'll be ups and downs, but we get up to match speed. It'll take time. As I said, he missed a lot of football. And same with Foster, you know, he's not played regularly because he was out for a shoulder. So as you've seen towards the end, he was getting a bit tired, and you know, I'll always be harping on at him. You know, he scored 2, probably should have scored 3 or 4, but there's still a lot of things he can improve on. And like everyone in the squad, you know, they've got their attributes. I tell them, you know, we tell them that they're in the door for a reason. They've got talent, so go and show us. But they also got weaknesses they need to work on as well. And if we work on those, pinpoint those areas that we can help the individual, it'll only benefit the team.
Chad, do you have any questions for Coach?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you. I mean, you sit here and you debut a guy, goal. Debut a guy, goal. I mean, it just seems like you need to sign another young player, and then maybe you'll get another goal if you debut him. Just speak on just the young talent and what they've been able to do in these last few games, and just kind of the success they've had. You know,
yeah, that's what ultimately it's a development league. It's a league that players are going to come here, a platform to do well. And I say to all the players, you know, every game's an audition. You never know who's watching, and you go out. There could be scouts on the ground. You can pop up to Nashville. They're always watching. You know, there are people watching the game, and we're really a tight knit club. Huntsville and Nashville, we work together, and you know that we feed back what. We see us together as one club. You know, we feed back, and people play well here. It's an opportunity to step up, and if you do really well, you play at Nashville, and then you never know what can happen from there. So it's a great incentive. Again, there's a lot of good clubs in here going longer than us, but this is some facility, great support. I don't know, 3, 4, 5,000 fans, and I think teams will love coming here as well. You know, it's a great arena to play in at this level. You know, not many countries will have a development league where you're playing in front of 4 or 5. Barely any, I very much doubt it. So it's a great place to come and play football, and they're lucky, but you know, they've got to really appreciate it, because sometimes football moves fast and it can be past you. So you need to really take your chances when they come along.
Ben, you have another question for Coach?
Yeah, just kind of looking back at the winless streak. I know it feels like from the outside maybe there's a bit of kind of bad luck. You guys were creating a lot of chances and not able to find the back of the net. Now you're finding that pretty regularly. I'm kind of curious how you strike the right balance of not getting too low when you weren't getting the results, and now that results are coming in, how do you kind of avoid getting too high and just kind of keep the focus where it needs to?
Yeah, me personally, I've always been one who doesn't get too high and who doesn't get too low, but sometimes when you win games you've got to enjoy it, especially players, you know. They put a lot of hard work. We always say to the players, we started saying, you know, the game starts on Monday, preparing for Crown last Monday, you know, and they put the hard work and they've got to relax as well, because they work really hard, and whatever that means, spending with family, with friends, you know, they've got to enjoy the moment, because ultimately in professional sport, not just soccer, you know, not everyone gets to win all the time, and there'll be a lot of ups and downs. So when you have the wins, enjoy it, but you come back in, when we go back in training, you know, ready to work, ready to prepare for the next game, and that game's done. It's a new week, it's a new edition, it's a new game to go and press and prove people wrong, or go and whatever you've got, a wee chip on your shoulder, use that as real incentive to do really well, whatever your ambition is as an individual. You know, to be pro level, wherever, go another league. I don't know. Everyone's got their own ambitions, you know. So that's really a good platform for it.
Does anyone have any final questions for Coach?
Okay.
We're good here.
All good. Jacob, see you next week.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Good evening, everyone. We're joined by Huntsville City FC forward Forster Ajago. Forster, congratulations on the win. You scored now 5 goals in your last 4 games. Talk about the impact you've had since coming back from injury and getting the win tonight at Wicks Family Field.
First of all, I'd like to thank God. It hasn't been easy, you know, starting the season and getting injured, but I mean, the most important thing is that I'm here and I'm active and I'm playing. And I mean, coming back and scoring is always, I mean, as a striker, I always want to score, you know. So it's a great feeling. I don't know how to express it, but I think once you score, you know, it's always that, okay, you want to get more. And I mean, as a team, it's been tough for us, but getting our first win home, it's very important, and we are very happy. Yeah.
You guys have been on a scoring streak the last 2 games, 8 goals in your last 2 games. What's kind of changed over the last 2 weeks?
I mean, as you can see, you know, it's all about energy and belief, you know. Sometimes, I mean, soccer is always like that, you know, you go high and come down, and I mean, we coming down, and also we getting a lot of injuries. It's been tough, but now guys are getting healthier, and I mean, you can see the guys are motivated and they want to play. So I would say it's belief. The guys are working hard and the coaches are doing well. So I think it's all the whole staff, everybody's working, and I think that's what is bringing the results. Yeah.
Valer, you have a question?
Yep. Yeah, Forster. Obviously, coming into the season, you have team goals, but for you personally, coming into the season, what were your personal goals, and have they been adjusted sort of with what's going on so far?
I mean, personally, you know, I always want to score. You know, I want to score as many as I can. So it's always the dream of scoring goals, creating opportunities, and the team winning. So I think personally, it's just about winning, and either I win or the team win, and it's all a win-win. So I think it's just about scoring goals and winning, and I mean staying healthy, which is very important. You know, once you stay healthy, you're able to play more and score. So I think, yeah, that is what it's about.
And if I can have one more, you scored a lot of goals in college, in your career in college, and then now it seems like you're scoring a lot of goals on this MLS Next Pro level. Can you tell us a little bit about the sort of the differences, I guess, or are they similar to you when it comes to those two levels?
I mean, obviously it's not the same. You know, playing in college and playing in the Next Pro is not the same, because in college, you know, it's a short period of time and you only prepare for a season, but this is a long period of time, so you have to be able to adjust and you have to be able to learn. And I mean, the game is fast, the game is quick, but at the end of the day, it's a progress, right? So once you get there, you get better coaches, you get better staff that will be able to take care of you. So I think it hasn't been, I mean, it's the same goal scoring, right? It's the same finishing, it's the same everyday grinding, every day working hard. And yeah, so I think there's difference in it, because college is not the same as professional, but at the end of the day, finishing, scoring, and practicing hard is all you have to get.
Anybody else in there have any questions?
Yeah, Forster, just talk about, just as a player, we talk to Coach all the time about, you know, what you guys are doing throughout the winless streak, but also now you're on a winning streak. Just talk as a player, what's been going on in the locker room and what's kind of changed in these last couple of games.
I mean, yeah, it's like you said, you know, playing 10 games and not winning is tough, you know. As a player, what you do for life, that's the work that you do. And when you practice from Monday to Friday and you don't get results on Saturday, it's very disturbing. But at the end of the day, you know, it happens, you know, it's life and it's part of the game. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down. So I think when we're down, you know, it's all about believing, working hard, working extra, you know, trying to stay healthy and getting everybody on board to believe on one purpose. And I think we believe in that purpose, and now I think we beginning to get results, which is very important. So yeah.
Good.